Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be testing out a bunch of brand new drugstore and affordable makeup, and I actually have a lot of good brands in today's video. I have some Profusion. I'm going to be trying out the new NYX This Is Milky glosses, and if you know, you know that this is like one of my favorite gloss formulas, so I'm excited because I have all the new shades. I also have two new concealers here, cream blush, the new e.l.f. putty primer, so lots of good stuff. So make sure you grab a snack, get cozy, and let's get into it. Okay, so up first I have this new Browy Wowie Skinny Brow Pencil from LA Colors. So I think I tried this before, but it's been a while, so I ended up picking this up again because LA Colors is now at Walmart, which is really exciting because this brand is super affordable. And I've tried a lot of good stuff from them. So I'm gonna go in with the brow pencil first and then the little brow powder kit. And this is interesting because I do not use brow powders anymore. I only use pomade. And I got both of these in the shade, well, this one's medium brown and then the kit is in the shade medium. So this is a super skinny brow pencil, like very, very precise. I think this kind of pencil is really nice for like mimicking brow hairs. If you do it like really tiny, you can give yourself the illusion of more brow hairs, but I like to just use pencils to outline personally, but it's a nice formula. Ooh, and all of LA Girl or LA Colors, I keep thinking LA Girl, but LA Girl in LA sister. LA Girl and LA Colors are sister brands, so I tend to like get them confused whenever I'm talking about them. LA Colors is a little bit more affordable. Like I feel like I want to say none of their stuff is over like $10 or $12, but most of the things that they have are like $5 and under, like super affordable. Okay, I like this pencil. It's just a little bit too light, but I do like it. I think it's a nice pencil and the formula is great. If you like very tiny, precise pencils, this is good. We got this little brow kit here and I'm probably definitely gonna be able to darken up the brows with this. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the darker color. So the black powder and then the dark brown powder. And I'm just gonna mix both of those and then fill in my eyebrows. Ooh. I have not used a brow powder in so long. I used to use one, I think back in like high school at one point, but I actually really like this and the color is perfect. So even though the brow pencil was a little bit too light, this makes up for it. So I feel like versus a pomade, a powder is just a little bit softer. I love this. This is so nice. I love these two colors. I think mixing both of these is like perfection. I like this more than the pencil. Like I could definitely live without the pencil because if I'm being honest, I love the one from NYX more. And I also love my Oma Beauty brow pencil that I have right here. This one is like my #1 favorite. So, I mean, if I had to choose brow products, I would say this little brow kit is my fave. I honestly feel like, you guys, I don't even need to clean up my eyebrows because they look like pretty even, right? But I'm gonna do it just because I feel like if I don't, it's just like something is missing, you know? And I'm just gonna use a stick foundation that I have here because the color I really like. I'm just gonna go right underneath just to polish them up a little bit. But like I said, I really, for once, don't feel the need to. So I'm just doing a tiny bit of this. Okay, so I just primed my lids. I used a different eye primer that I have been loving, not drugstore, but good price because you only need a little bit. So I feel like this will last a really long time. It's the Dominique Cosmetics Everlasting Eye Base. So today for eyeshadows, I'm gonna go in with the Profusion Ethereal 20 Shade Palette. I am such a big fan of Profusion eyeshadows, and this is a new collection that I saw at Walmart, and it is beautiful. So this is like the more kind of summery palette, but they also have one that has more like green and brown tones, so perfect for like the fall time. But how stunning are these shades? I can't get over it. I love Profusion's formula, so let's try these out. I'm gonna start off with this shade right here. Actually, just kidding. I'm gonna go in with this peachy color, and this one is called Bouquet, and we're gonna put that right in the crease. I think I'm gonna do something like purpley today. And this palette was like 10 bucks, and there's so many eyeshadows in here, and I touched some of these shimmers with my finger and they feel so soft. Then I'm gonna take the shade Delightful. It's like a deep purple. Now purples always make me a little nervous because purples can be tricky to like blend, but that's so pretty. It's like a true like royal purple. Wow, this color is actually blending a lot better than expected. And it's not even because of like profusion, because I actually love their eyeshadows. It's just because, like I said, purples tend to be tricky, but this is beautiful. It's like a different kind of therapy. I see actually a little like splotchiness right here with the purple. So, you know, like you have to kind of work with them, but it's still a pigmented color. You just really have to take your time with shades like this. Okay, not perfect, but not bad. And it's gonna look better right now because I'm about to add a shimmer. You already know. Then I'm gonna take this color Ethereal. Is that what it's called? Delicate. Ethereal is actually the name that came to my mind when I saw the eyeshadow because it looks like the most like majestic light pinky purple. That is so beautiful. So the eyeshadow does look a little chunk. I just dipped my brush in and you can see there's a lot of like crumbliness in there. So I'm gonna spray my brush with a little setting spray. You could also even use eye drops as well. That works really nicely. And I'm just gonna put that on my lid. Wow, I love this color. That is so beautiful. This is like prettier in person, this color. It's like a light pinky lavender. So this eyeshadow is a little crumbly, but if you spray your brush, it sticks really nicely. There's a little fallout, but overall, I mean, this is a $10 palette and I like the variety in here and it's definitely doable. Okay, let me do some mascara and we have some magnetic lashes, you guys. I'm a little nervous about these. They're from Salon Perfect, but we're gonna try them out. Magnetic lashes are hit or miss. It's like some of them are good, some of them like do not work. Okay, so these are the Salon Perfect Magnetics fully charged lashes. So you get a liquid liner and then the lashes here. And basically what you're supposed to do is just apply the liner. It says apply 2 coats of magnetic liquid liner, allow liner to dry to a semi-wet finish, and then you just secure the lashes by pressing onto semi-wet liner. So it says 2 coats. And the applicator or the brush on this liner is actually really nice. I mean, it's not like my favorite, but compared to most magnetic liners, this one is actually good. This one is like one of the better ones. The formula does seem a little bit dry, like this dries really quick. Okay, so this wasn't that difficult, but I don't like how thick it is. That's obviously like my fault, not the product, but I wouldn't recommend doing a wing with this. I would probably just do like the thin line and then just put on the lash. I do like how dark this is though. Like this is extremely black. Oh no. It's really easy to do a really thick line though with this brush. Actually, it's small, the brush, but it's not very like precise, so that's the thing. The lashes definitely stick though, which is crazy because I don't see any magnets, so that is really cool. I will give it that the lashes do stick, but your liner is gonna look pretty thick unless you're very steady. Like it's hard for me to have a steady hand sometimes. Are they gonna last throughout the day? I don't know. The inner corners looks like they're kind of lifting. That's the only thing. Next up for primer, I have the new See Bright Putty Primer from e.l.f. So I am really excited about this. I love me some vitamin C. I use it every single morning, but it would have been nice to see like the putty primer with SPF in it. But this does say it brightens and evens out your skin tone with effective 2% vitamin C infused putty primer that grips makeup for all day wear. I'm such a big fan of e.l.f.'s putty primer, and this is what the packaging looks like. It actually looks a little bit bulkier than the regular putty primer, doesn't it? It doesn't really smell like anything. It looks really nice and so satisfying. Okay, first impression, this feels really hydrating and a little bit creamier than their original putty primer. And I like to use quite a bit of this because I feel like with the putty primers, the more you use, the better effect you're gonna get on your skin. This is also almost like glowy, like super, super creamy. The formula of this is kind of like their acne fighting putty primer because it definitely doesn't feel as thick as the original poreless putty, which Honestly, I mean, I like the creaminess of it, but I do feel like the original one does a little bit of a better job at like actually filling in your pores and smoothing you out. And I don't know if it actually brightened, but I do, like I said, I feel like the original is a little bit smoother because it's thicker. So I'm gonna do a quick layer of foundation. I don't have a new one, but I do have 2 new concealers. So I'm just gonna go in with the Oma Beauty Skin Perfecting Foundation. This one you can also get at Walmart, and I love this foundation. It's like one of my go-tos in the summertime. I haven't really seen any new drugstore foundations. Let me know if you guys have tried any. I don't really think there's any like brand new ones. Okay, now we have 2 concealers. The first one is from the Lip Bar, and this is the Quick Conceal Caffeine Concealer. So this is a brand that you can find at Target. I really like their lip liners, and this one, it got in the shade Ivory. The shades are a little bit like, I don't know, it was kind of hard to find my color in stores. And this is not like a new concealer, but it's new to me. And my Target recently just started carrying this brand, so I wanted to try it out. Yeah, this is gonna be way too light. You know, like in person or in stores when things seem like they're gonna work for you and then they're not. Just kidding. I'm not gonna use that because that's way too light. But the other shades that they had looked very like yellowy and very dark. So I was like, that's not gonna work either. I have another one anyway. So this is the Winky Luxe Concealer. And this went viral on TikTok, and I wanted to try it out because I remember trying out this brand when it first came to my Target, and I didn't really love the things that I tried, but I love their packaging because it's so cute. So we're gonna try this out. This is what it looks like. Apparently this is supposed to be like amazing coverage, very smooth, minimal creasing. Oh, it says it on here. Full coverage with hyaluronic acid and collagen. Okay, so this is what it looks like. First impression, it is creamy. And I'm thinking this might even be like a foundation shade on me. But I'm gonna put some of this right under my eyes. And it looks like the color of my foundation. And I'm gonna blend that out. This sponge is from e.l.f. It's from their Cookies and Dreams collection. Okay, wait, that's pretty. It's hydrating. I wouldn't say it's like really full coverage, but it has good coverage. I feel like if I got 1 shade lighter, it would be perfect, but this is the only color in stores that would have worked for me. The other colors were too dark. Wow, this is really nice. It really just like dissolves into your skin, like truly. And you see how dewy that is? It's very hydrating. So if you have dry under eyes like me, I think you would really enjoy this formula. I do feel like I need to lighten it up just a little bit. So I'm gonna take the Lip Bar concealer and I'm gonna do a dot of that right there. And I'm just gonna blend that up a little bit towards my under eye area, just to lighten it up slightly. Oh, that helped, and that is perfect. Okay, wait, I actually really like this. I'm impressed. And I love how dewy that looks under the eyes. Do you see that? That is like a hydrated under eye. So now I have a cream blush to try out, but I just tested out the new e.l.f. Putty Luminous Blushes, and they're so good. But let's try out this Profusion cream blush because it goes with the eyeshadow palette. So this is again from their Full Bloom collection at Walmart, and these are like $4. It came in another color as well, but I figured this was fun for summer. So I was editing and I realized that my camera stopped recording during the portion of me applying the cream blush and setting my makeup. So I wanted to come on here and show you guys the 2 products that I used in action because they're actually so good. So first I have the Full Bloom Hibiscus Blush from Profusion. It sucks that my camera ironically stopped recording during that portion because it's so beautiful, but I'm gonna show you guys what this looks like. And just to show you, this is the most beautiful like corally pink. Is that not like the most beautiful wash of color? It's stunning and it's so buildable. If you want to add more and get more pigment, just layer it up. But you see how easily it just blends? And this is just like on my skin. Like I don't even have on foundation, but over a foundation, this looks even better. It is just the most beautiful color. So I just really wanted to show you guys this blush because like, come on. And I'm gonna put on a little concealer just so that I can set my under eyes and show you guys the powder that I ended up using. I am loving it. It's from CoverGirl. It's not new, but it's new to me. So this is the Clean Fresh powder, but this is again the translucent one. So it's just completely colorless, and this is so nice to set your makeup. It is very smooth and it doesn't really take away any of the color that you already have on. So you could like set your creams with this. So what I like to do is go in first with a small brush just to set my under eyes. And I feel like this sets and smooths you out but it's like completely colorless. So it could work, I feel like, for anybody. And then if you want to set, let's say where I applied the cream blush, you see, it sets, but you still have that color peeking through, since this is like a colorless powder, but it still smooths you out. You see, like, it's so soft. So yeah, not a new powder, but I used it for the first time. I've never used the translucent one, and I'm so impressed with it. I just wanted to come on here and show you guys these two products because I am so impressed with them, and these are definitely two of like my favorites that I did try out in this video. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more cream blush because I want that to stand out a little bit more. So I know I'm going over the powder with it, but that's fine because then I can always just add a little bit more powder over this area to set it. I just want that to pop a little bit more. It looks like it layers too over top of a powder, which is nice. So if you want to add a little bit more, it's possible. Wow. Wait, this looks so good. Now for bronzer, I'm just gonna add a little bit right to like the perimeter of my face, a little bit right here to chisel out my cheeks, but this is the new ColourPop Matte Bronzer, and I have the shade Avila Beach. This is one of the lighter colors. I was impressed to see that they actually have some good shades in this, like some darker colors, because typically ColourPop, they only have a couple shades in their bronzer, so it was nice to see something different. I'm just gonna bronze my forehead first. This color is like super, super light. So I think this color might be actually a little bit too light. Like I need 1 or 2 shades, maybe like 1 shade darker than this. But if you are fair, I think you would like this shade of bronzer because it's not very orangey and it doesn't seem to be muddy. Like the formula feels super soft. This actually has more of like a coolish undertone to it. Oh, this might be a little bit of a better color. It's kind of orangey though. See, I like the undertone of that one that I just used because it's not as like orangey red. See, this one is also like more orangey. It's lighter though. Okay, let's go with Summerland Beach. And this I'm just gonna add to, like I said, the outer perimeter. So yeah, this has a little bit more of that orangey undertone, but it does feel like a really soft formula. I feel like ColourPop has like relatively very nice formulas and they're affordable. Yeah, this looks really soft, but it's a little orangey. So this color, if this color was a little bit darker with this undertone, I think it would be perfect for my skin tone. But I think the shade is nice. It's just very warm. So if you're into like an orangey kind of bronzer, you would like this one. Wish it was slightly more cool tone, but it's still a really nice formula. So I'm gonna finish up my eyes. I'm gonna start off with this color right here, and I'm gonna pop that in the inner corners. This color's a little glittery, but it's pretty. Up there's the inner corner lifting on the lashes. That's honestly so annoying when it happens. That's like one of my pet peeves. But like when you're doing your makeup and your lash starts to lift, it makes me want to wipe off my entire face. Does anybody else get like that? And also this inner corner shadow that I used, there's a lot of glitter with it. I'm gonna apply a little purple liner on my waterline. This one is from LA Girl. It's the Shockwave Neon Eyeliner in the shade Vivid. Do you guys see these lashes? They are lifting in the inner corners. It's driving me crazy. But we're gonna move on to the lip products because we're pretty much all done with the makeup. Did you guys notice something about my makeup that I didn't do? Let me know down below in the comments if you know. If you guys have been watching my channel, you know that I love this NYX This Is Milky Gloss formula. It's kind of like the NYX Butter Gloss formula, but it's a little bit like creamier and has slightly more pigment to it. Also, if you guys did not know, I went to Walmart and I noticed that the NYX Butter Gloss now comes in a clear version and it's really good. This is what I had on earlier when I was doing my makeup. It's just like literally a clear gloss. And if you like the regular butter glosses, you're gonna like this as well. So if you need a new one, this is like $5 and I really like it. Okay, starting off with the first gloss. This one is in Coquito Shake. And I'm not gonna do any lip liner just so you can really see the true color. Ooh, this smells like coconut. I love this. Next color, Salted Caramel Shake. This is gonna be another favorite, I already know. This looks like Milk and Honey, which is a color that they have now that I really love. Oh wow, this smells like salted caramel, like a candle. So this is, I feel like, gonna be such a pretty shade with like a brown lip liner, and then you just put this right in the center. Then we have Chocolate Shake. Wow, this is the most beautiful, like cool toned, neutral nude. It's not totally nude, so it doesn't like mute out the lips. I love this color. This is so beautiful for every single day. Just add a lip liner though, and I'm not adding lip liner so I can show you guys the color, but whenever you're using any lip product, adding a lip liner makes it look 20 times better. Next up, Oob Milkshake, UBE, Oob Milkshake. This is like a mauve pink. They all smell different. I don't know what this smells like. It smells like raspberries. This is like the most beautiful, like girly, glossy pink. And next color, Malt Shake. So this color is actually a lot brighter than I thought. It looks like it's gonna be a little bit deeper, but when you apply it, you can see it is very bright. I know it looks very sloppy around the edges. This is why I also really like lip liner. Beautiful color, but personally not my favorite. Let's get the reds out of the way. There's actually 3 different reds. So this is like the darker one, but it's kind of actually bright. And then the next one that I have is Mixed Berry Shake. This is gonna smell good. So here is Mixed Berry Shake. This is fun for summer. I actually like this a lot. I like it more than the one that I just used. Cherry Milkshake. Oh my gosh, I love it. This I also like for the summertime. I guess it's really just that darker, like more brighter red that I prefer, like matte on my lips, but this is also beautiful. This is more of like a corally orangey red. And then I have Strawberry Horchata. This I think is gonna be another pretty color with like my eye makeup. This is a pretty pink too. It's very girly. This is also like a Mean Girls kind of pink, you know? I feel like, okay, so out of all the shades that I did use, the least favorite is Malt Shake. Because when I applied it, I felt like it wasn't totally even. You see how this one is just so even and pigmented on the lips? This one, it almost felt like I had to really like take my time a little bit more. This one is beautiful. I think this is such a pretty classic pink. I saved the best for last. I have a green gloss here. So this one's Mint Chocolate Chip Shake. Oh, that's pretty. It's wearable. It's almost gonna be like a clear gloss. I feel like glosses like this too, I've heard with like this green or like blue undertone, it makes your teeth look whiter. So yeah, I really like all of the shades. I think minus Malt Shake. Something about Malt Shake, I don't know. So I'm gonna line my lips with the LA Girl Shockwave Nude Lip Liner in Coquette. And then what was the color that I liked? Because that's what I'm gonna top it off with. Oob Milkshake. It's such a girly, like, perfect pink. So this video has been a journey, you guys. There is a lot of good stuff in today's video though. So let's talk about like the stuff that I'm not crazy about. So these lashes, you don't need them. You don't need the magnetic lashes. I know, like I mentioned earlier, I've tried a lot of really great brands, but at the end of the day, it's just as tedious sometimes as applying regular lashes with regular lash glue or lash glue liner. I always recommend the Kiss lash glue liner if you struggle with applying your lashes because it's so easy and it comes in a clear version. So you don't have to worry about like messing up your eyeliner or making it too thick or something. So that's what I recommend personally. Just save your money. You don't really need the magnetic lashes, especially these. I mean, I had high hopes for them at first, but the inner corners are lifting and it's driving me crazy. I also did not love the e.l.f. See Bright Putty Primer. I mean, it is nice. It was really creamy when you applied it, but I just prefer the original. I feel like it's a lot more smooth. I'm also a little bit torn with the eyeshadow palette because, I mean, it's a $10 palette. It is really pretty. I like the look that I created, but this shadow right here, you can see it is a little crumbly and it's one of those colors that like, I feel like I've already almost like hit pan on it. Do you see what I mean? Because it's so soft. So, I mean, this is one of those things like if you like the colors, you want some pops of color, it's a nice palette, but it's not like a must-have. I don't feel like you absolutely need to have it unless you really love the shades. Everything else, I have to say, I really did enjoy. I love the brow products. I think the brow pencil is nice. It's not my holy grail, but if you need something and you're on a budget, that one is a good one. You're not going to get a lot of shades with it, unfortunately, so if you want more variety with shades, I would go with Oma Beauty or NYX. I love this brow kit though. I love the color and I like the way my brows turned out, so I will definitely keep using this. The NYX glosses, these are stunning. I love the new shades that they have. The only color that I didn't love is Malt Shake. Also, this Winky Lux concealer, it's nice. I mean, and it's kind of hard now to see because there is some fallout from that eyeshadow from Profusion in the inner corners, but I really like the concealer. It is so creamy. I would definitely love to try a little bit of a lighter shade, but I really like the way that it looks, the way that it applied, it was nice. Even adding this little dot of this concealer in it, I felt like it did what it had to do and it really elevated the concealer. So I like this. I'll definitely keep using this. This CoverGirl powder, where has this been all my life? The translucent version, so nice. It is just very, very smooth. Like, and it almost like sets your makeup, but it's just like so light and airy, but it like smooths you out, sets your makeup, but there's like no color to it. There's something in here, and it's soft and it's nice, and it does a good job at setting. And I really liked the Profusion blush. I thought this was really pretty, very creamy and super pigmented, and it blended out like instantly. So this was really nice as well. And then the ColourPop bronzer. I think the shades are probably a little like hit or miss. Some of them are probably better than others, but I actually did like this color that I used, Summerland Beach. It was a little orangey, but I thought the formula was also really smooth and blendable, and I really liked the color Avila Beach. I just wish it was a little bit darker, but for my fair skin babes, you're gonna love this color. So that is officially it for this first impressions. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you have tried any of these products, or if you have tried any good new drugstore makeup recently. Let me know down below. My favorite product out of everything that I used today, I think the product that impressed me the most, the CoverGirl powder, to be honest. I didn't expect to honestly really love this, like for my under eyes or like to set the face. Like I just thought it was going to be like a regular powder, but this is good. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.